Hi, good morning. I'm Sheila. It's a pleasure to be with you. And today, this is a love forecast channeled, which means I am given messages directly from Spirit for July through to the end of August 2020 for Earth, Fire, Water, and Air signs. Now, I am not an astrologist. I'm also not a card reader. I am a channeler. But I am using the cards for a visual reference for you. So we're starting with Earth, and you want to take this as your astrological sign. So for example, I am a Gemini, so for my forecast, I would be going to the end of the video and I would be looking at the air sign, okay? So if you're an Earth sign, which is Capricorn, Taurus, not sure what the others are, but anyway, I'm channeling these, so okay. So I'm bringing these messages in from Mary Magdalene and Archangel Orion. So for Earth, your cards, we've got Vision Quest and we have Divinity, okay? Now the first card is where you are. The second card is going to be the challenge or the theme that you face. Now, I'm not somebody who reads cards, so they are for your reference. So as I connect in for every Earth sign out there is a feeling of wanting more for yourself, and there is a feeling of doubting that the partnership can evolve into the way you want it to be. There's a feeling of itchy feet in terms of your needs being met, in terms of you wanting more for yourself in your life in a practical way. So this is feeling as though you really feel as though you want to take the next step in your relationship, but also the next step in many other areas of your life. But it feels as though your partner is checked out. It feels as though they are focused on other things. And it feels as though your attention is going in, their attention is going round and round, and your attention is up ahead. So I am being told that somehow you need to communicate with them, and you need to receive communication from them about their views about what is working well and what they want for themselves. And what Spirit is saying is that it would be easier for you to just be silent on this, but the frustration is going to build. Your visions, your desires are not going to stop because you try to suppress them. So it's very important that you have an outlet for your desires, whether this is of career, whether this is spiritually, whether this is fitness. It's important that you have an outlet which is for you, so that this doesn't spill over and cause domestic issues. It's very normal to have a relationship with a different kind of soul. There are 12 different soul types, and if you are an angel soul, a racing soul, a light worker soul, or a healer soul, you're going to be very much growing at a different pace if your partner is a sleeping soul, a retired soul, or what we call a baby soul. So that is a reason that you are together, is because you're there to learn and teach. But just because their rate of growth is different to yours doesn't mean that they are slower. Very often their priorities can also be a priority for you. I'm also told to tell you that it is natural after a period of time, it is natural for your priorities to come back to your needs. And those are your needs, they're not their needs. So this is about establishing a different set of relationship needs that fulfill you both. You need to feel, earth signs, you need to feel as though the relationship matters as much to them as it matters to you, especially if there are children involved. We don't want you feeling as though you're doing everything, and that is the risk. Okay, so we're now moving on to the forecast for fire signs. So if you are Leo, Scorpio, or a fire sign, you'll know what those are because I'm just channeling this. When I say I'm channeling this, what I mean by that is that I'm receiving this clairaudiently from Spirit. As I say, the cards are just for your reference. So we have Sanctuary, okay, and we have Frequency Shift. So I'm just linking in, and it's Orion, Archangel Orion, that's actually giving me these messages. So again, this is saying that your priorities are, as a fire sign, they're more about the family unit and all of you than it is just about you. But your frustration is spilling over into the energy field of your partner. And it may be that you're in a relationship with somebody who is not as focused on moving forward as you are, because fire signs are very, very passionate, very, very motivated, very opinionated. Their level of focus is not as much as yours. So your concerns are to do with money, stability, growth, integrity, longevity, making plans, looking forward, intimacy, sexuality, and it feels as though your partner's energy is more scattered than yours, and that can come across that they're not as bothered as you are. Now, if you're not in a living relationship with this person, it feels as though there's been a distance there for a while, and if you don't bring yourself into the heart center with how they feel, even if you believe that they don't know how you feel, there could be some separation energy coming in. So the advice from Orion is slow down a little bit. The advice from Orion is put yourself in their shoes. The advice from Orion is you can find a way through this if you bring your frequency for a short time to where theirs is, So, you know, if your partner is just plugging along solidly and you're feeling like it's not enough, if your partner is coming across as, well, this is just the way things are, I don't expect any more for myself, this is something you need to address, because you are going to be seething with what you're not saying energetically, and they will just back away from you. So the way through this is for you to put yourself in their shoes, go into the heart and slow down a little bit. There's a great chance of success here. I actually see a new beginning around fire signs in their relationships this summer, okay? For most of you, there is a coming together, but it does require seeing things from a perspective that maybe you haven't seen them before. So then we're going to go water signs. So this is Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, I'm not sure, and Cancer. Okay, so we have harmony and we have caretaker. And it's actually Mary Magdalene that's coming in with this, and she says you love to love and you love to be loved. There are some issues which are going to lessen. Stress is going to lessen. Concern is going to lessen. There's a feeling of a lightness coming into your relationship and a feeling of relief. There's a feeling that you can relax, and there's a feeling that you can trust your partner. to love you as you are, and you can trust your partner to be there for you, even if you've had your differences. I'm also feeling as though your partner may be more decisive than you at this time, and that's a good thing because it takes the pressure off. And they're saying sometimes you worry because making the right decision and looking after everyone is very important to you. Not everybody necessarily knows how empathic you are. So for somebody to actually say, okay, this is what I think, this is what I've decided, that can be a relief because then you don't have to worry so much. So I really want to say that you're going to feel as though you're being taken care of. You're going to feel as though things are going to be okay after all. There's also a feeling of financial situations sorting themselves out over the next 6 to 8 weeks, and a big sigh of relief. So then we have the air signs. Okay, so this is my sign. I'm a Gemini. So air signs are Gemini. Do you know, I don't even know the other air signs. Forgive me, because I'm just a channel. These are for the air signs anyway. So we have rain, purification, and we have the violet flame. Okay, so let me see what Orion has to say. Air signs are going to be becoming more grounded in their vision of love. You're going to be accepting what is and deciding to let go of what cannot be. There is a feeling of frustration and helplessness lessening, and there is a feeling of stability and solidarity with your partner. I want to say that family issues with in-laws or children, you'll feel as though you're facing them together, and you'll feel as though you've got support. There is a feeling of moving forward and becoming more mature as a couple, and there's a feeling of people regarding you as a stable unit, which is very, very positive. So I would really love to help you. I do offer relationship healings and clearings. You can find those on my website. For now, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful July. Lots of love from me, lots of love from them. Goodbye for now.